from pudgy nerd to goddamn specimen.
Kumail Nanjiani shocks the world with radical body transformation that's never been seen before.
Kumail's been inspired by his co-star.
Do you think if I followed your workout, I could be as big as you?
No.
He stepped into the Captain America machine.
They've all done something. Yeah.
Not even abusing steroids.
Is your wife happy about the working out?
Emily almost died.
Stress is one of the triggers or the condition.
They put her in a coma.
Like the color drains from my face, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
All I wanted to do was be cool, and I just wasn't. I didn't have it.
His whole life, Kumail never fit in.
Looking like me, sounding like me, getting up on stage in front of drunk people trying to tell jokes. I'd get heckled, go back to India, and I'd say, I've never been to India. Or go back to Taliban, and I would say, you're right, I am a terrorist. I just do stand-up comedy on the side to keep a low profile.
But one night, someone in the crowd saw him for who he truly was.
Kumail asked, is Pakistan in the house? I just woohooed as if I was from Pakistan.
This is how it works. What you have to do is get heckled by a beautiful American woman at a show, fall in love with her, have her fall in love with you.
For me, it wasn't one thing. It was just like I loved being with her. We were first dating. We would just hang out in her bedroom, order in food, and watch horror movies. This is the best life possible.
But Kumail was afraid his parents would never accept Emily.
I thought of my parents as these superheroes who knew everything.
And I was afraid of telling my parents about Emily.
My parents wanted me to get arranged married to a Pakistani woman.
What am I gonna do? Because I don't think I can marry someone they find for me, but I can't disappoint my mom.
And then I sort of secretly started dating Emily.
But Kumail took Emily for granted until he got a horrifying call.
Emily almost died. While her doctors tried to figure out what was wrong with her, they put her in a medically induced coma.
The smell of the hospital, walking down that hall, wondering if she's okay or not. So it was very traumatic, and it did not feel funny.
My favorite person in the world is going through a medical trauma and the helplessness that comes with that and the not knowing.
I remember looking at her and saying, if she comes out of this, we're gonna get married.
Kumail knew he had to stop hiding from his parents if he wanted to be with Emily.
I just cried on the phone and I said, I'm really sorry to tell you this, but I've been dating this girl and she's in a coma. She's very, very sick. Her name was Emily. And my mom's initial reaction immediately was, is she gonna be okay?
After days of not knowing Emily's fate, Kumail finally got the answer he'd been hoping for.
I remember when I got to the hospital one of those days and went in and she was up and sitting on her bed.
I called them and I said, she's awake, she's gonna be okay.
We got married 3 months after.
When her and I went to meet my parents, we were already married. And even though Emily's not the person that they had imagined in their heads, they fully accepted her and they threw a traditional Pakistani wedding.
Kumail got the girl and his parents' acceptance. But a new co-star threw him back into being that insecure little kid.
Dave comes on set and literally everybody's just clapping. Everyone's chanting, Dave! 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 It's not good to be around him because the comparison isn't good. I mean, look at the size difference there. I mean, look at him!
Do you think if I followed your workout regimen, I could be as big as you?
No.
But Kumail saw that Dave wasn't accepted for who he really was either.
I'm just like half gorilla. I'm a big person. I found it hard for people to take me seriously. There's a lot of labeling. There's a certain stigma that is stuck with you. We were both looking for the same thing. For me, it was comedy. Kumail was action.
Just want to be able to do all different kinds of genres.
That helped bond us together.
He gave me lifelong friendship.
We're like brothers.
And when Kumail got the opportunity of a lifetime, he asked Dave for help.
I was playing the first Pakistani superhero in a mainstream Hollywood movie, certainly the first one in a Marvel movie, and it was important to me that this guy looked like somebody who could hang with Captain America.
So I just was like, how do you work out? And he kind of sort of got me started.
And I just get a kick out of it, getting excited about his arms getting big.
You had to go through training.
They put no pressure on me. They were like, if you want to do this, you can. Emily was like, you know, they don't want you to do this. You're doing this because you want to do it. I'm like, yeah, I've always wanted to do this.
Emily tweeted, my husband works hard for every role he takes, and I'm so proud of him. I always have been.
By accepting himself, Kumail found where he truly fit in.
Your dad cries whenever he talks about you having this role.
I'm getting emotional.
To have him be proud of me, it's everything.
If I can be like a buff Pakistani guy who's funny, there's nobody else like that.
It doesn't matter if other people think you're cool. What matters is if you think you're cool, be yourself. Don't walk differently. Walk like you. Don't pretend to be someone else. Be yourself.